Hey everybody, welcome back to Alp's Barbecue. Today we've got ourselves some Wagyu beef fingers. MB score 8/9, so loads of intermuscular fat, loads of flavour. AJ's coming around later. We're going to throw these in the smoker. We're going to make ourselves a beautiful platter. Stay tuned. Wagyu beef finger ribs. Very simply, the meat between the ribs. We're going to be cooking these today in a similar way that we would if we were doing pork belly bites, but also very similar to your brisket burnt ends. The first thing that you need to do is grab your knife and then work away at the membrane. Now this membrane, if you leave it there, it might be a little bit chewy because as you'll see in a moment, it's a little bit stringy. It's not really something that I personally want to bite into. So we're chopping that off. Do your best to obviously not hack into the meat. And that's the only trimming that you need to do at this point. As you can see, there's some beautiful looking meat there, as well as some fat, which will render down beautifully. So what we're going to do next is get ourselves some olive oil and simply use that as a binder. Grab your favorite rub, entirely up to you. I'm a fan of this scorpion rub from Lane's. Absolutely beautiful, delicious on beef. But if you just want to choose simple kosher salt and black pepper, you go for it. Throw on as much rub as you like. Just remember though, these are not huge pieces of meat, so try not to over season them. Once you've seasoned your finger ribs, that's it. That's all the preparation done. It literally took me about 10 minutes to prep those. These are good to go pretty much straight away if you want to, but we decided to wrap them up and use them in a couple of hours. So with these rib fingers, what we're going to be doing is put them in the smoker and we're going to smoke them nice and low to start with, probably at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just to get some beautiful smoke flavour through them. Remembering they are ribs, so we want all that fat to render down. We're going to wrap them up in some flavours and at the end of it, I cannot wait to try it. We are going to be using our pellet smoker today and we're going to be putting it on the first setting initially, just a real low heat, but that's going to generate a lot of smoke. I want to get as much smoke initially into these finger ribs for the first 60 to 90 minutes. After 60 minutes, as you can see, I'm really taking on some beautiful smoke here. Temperature wise, I just wanted to see where we're at. We're at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. But from this point, I increased the temperature for the rest of the cook to 225 degrees Fahrenheit or 107 Celsius. Next, we're going to cube these up. As I said, we're treating these like pork belly bites or brisket burnt ends. We want to get these super tender and delicious now. These would still be very chewy, but as you can see, I've got some lovely color there. We're going to throw these back into the foil tray and just combine it with a little bit of beef stock. The beef stock will not only give some flavor, but it's also going to help tenderize the meat. I've got roughly 1 cup there. What we're going to do now is grab ourselves some foil, wrap it up, throw it back in the smoker, maintaining that temperature of 225 degrees Fahrenheit or 107 Celsius. Approximately 30 minutes later, we've also thrown on some sausages and some steaks. We're going to have a bit of a smorgasbord for dinner today. After approximately 2 hours of being wrapped, these finger ribs are now done. So I'm going to transfer them across to another foil tray and I'm going to combine these with some barbecue sauce as well as just a little bit of that beautiful au jus there to give me some extra flavor. Give those a gentle toss, remembering that they are now super tender, so they could very easily fall apart, and then throw them back into your smoker. I did it just for about 15 to 20 minutes, so that sauce could thicken up. And finally, it's time to taste test. It is dinner time. We've got ourselves some sausages, some steak, some chimichurri, some slaw, some beautiful buns. Let's dig in and give this a try. But firstly, what we want to do is make ourselves a rib finger sandwich. So we're going to get ourselves a few of those beautiful bites of goodness. I'm going to throw in some slaw. Let's dig in and try this thing. All right, so here we have a fucking amazing looking platter, but the hero for this video is the beef rib fingers, and I've made them into an awesome burger. All important taste test.
Cheers, but I'm not choosing.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Sometimes silence is golden, and the fact that we went for that second bite so quickly indicates just how tasty it was. So tender, so delicious. I highly recommend, if you see these, grab some, make them like this. So delicious. Thanks for watching, guys.